This is Heroes Table Talk, your host, Joyce Ledwaba. Today, I have my guests. We'll start from the right to the left. Please introduce yourselves.
Hi guys, my name is Tembiso Mkanazi. I'm known as Coaching Miss P. I have a mental wellness podcast here on YouTube. I do mental wellness coaching. I talk a lot about, how to get your mental right, the things you can actually do. And I coach quite a lot of people. So if people are looking for a coach to help them with reframing the mind, releasing trauma, their subconscious mind and things like that, I'm the coach to do that for them.
Oh, wow.
That's nice.
Top dog. The mental coach, yes.
Hi guys, my name is Dikitsing Ramaema. I am an attorney by profession, but outside of law, I call myself a multifaceted queen because there are other things that I do outside of law, and one of them being, helping women, well, individuals, but especially women with their nutrition. And I'm speaking specifically nutritional supplements. So I help women reclaim their health and to feel like themselves again by recommending specific nutritional supplements that can help them to alleviate stress and reduce increase their energy levels, balance their gut so that they can be high performing at work.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Right.
To my left.
Hi, this is Martin Maswangani, boxer by profession. I'm also a personal instructor at Fight Lab SA. You can check it on the website, fightlabsa.com. So you can sponsor me with anything sports or boxing related, I can say.
And the boxing gloves, right?
Yeah, boxing
let's
gloves,
sponsor,
boxing
guys.
boots, and fight kit as well.
Yeah, fighting kit, boxing gloves, boxing boots.
Yeah.
Let's sponsor.
Yeah.
Martin,
I'll be your
please.
first. I'll be your coach. I'm not your coach, but I'll come and you can coach me.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much. Yeah.
I love
Okay.
boxing, so
Yeah.
I really enjoy boxing. So yeah, expect
You
me
enjoy
at your
you
door.
enjoy as inside or outside?
They are coming. Let's just say they are coming. We've got 2 clients coming up.
Okay.
Yes,
No,
thank
that's
you. All right.
Mm.
So today we're focusing on wellness as a holistic wellness. So when you look at wellness, we talk about mental well-being. We talk about physical well-being. We talk about emotional well-being. We talk about nutrition as part of wellness. It's eating right, eating clean. Exactly that. So let's get into it. So Stay, as a mental wellness coach, how did this come about for you?
So I think
You've got a dual, or what to say? You've got a career in corporate, and you're a mental coach. How did you decide to get into the mental coaching space?
I think for me, it happened. So many people struggle with mental health and mental well-being or understanding themselves. And the reason why, yes, I'm in corporate, but I also do mental wellness is because corporate also has its own. People get burnt out. There's so many things that we feel emotionally and psychologically. And most of the time people don't have words for those feelings and the emotions. And I think in 2020, when we all had lockdown, and it was COVID, it was a crucial time. And I found that a lot of people would come to me to talk about their feelings and emotions. And that's when I studied neuroscience coaching and decided to take it on very seriously, and work with some other professionals in some instances where if I need to refer, then I'll refer somebody because they are going through a mental breakdown that is severe, But it was just basically to help others and also to help myself, because we all have a mental health and a mental wellness or well-being that we need to take care of.
True.
And it's very, very important that you understand your mental health and your mental well-being so that you are able to be aware of yourself and others that are around you that might be spiraling. Mental health is such a crucial thing. thing. If your mind is not right, then your whole life won't be right. So
True.
I think that's why I started, and that's why I started doing it. And my grandmother also, growing up, she had schizophrenia. So that became something that, I was able to identify. My mom being a nurse as well. She was able to take care of her like that. So I think for me, because I came from a household that I could see someone being able to be taken care of, and it wasn't a taboo thing. It wasn't, a stigma. It was just like other people are also struggling. I also want to help others that don't understand or know about it, because mental health has different spectrums. There's a severe mental health where it's a mental illness and a disorder, but then there's also mental wellness and well-being, where you need to identify where you are sitting from a well-being perspective, because the minute you don't understand that component, then if you leave it for too long, it can spiral and get to a point where your mental health is affected.
Yeah. Thank you for saying that. So specifically about the mental wellness, a lot of people, they look fine, but in actual fact, inside they are really broken. And I've been in that season myself, where everybody thought I was fine, but I was dying inside. So in our communities, what do people say about mental health?
I think we struggle to see that because most of men just drink alcohol, and they hide behind it.
Yeah.
They hide behind that, but going through a lot, and they don't talk.
Yeah.
So that's a challenge and a problem.
Yeah. So some men would rather consider taking alcohol or doing something else as opposed to facing the giant that they're going through. Okay, what does that mean for you, dear Kitsing, in the community that you're in?
Yeah, just like what he just said now, and what she has said, mental health is that subject that nobody wants to talk about. Well, in the community that I come from, mental health, admitting that you have a mental health issue is taboo in a way, because people look at you funny, like maybe you might be crazy or something. I think those are some of the narratives that make people shy away from attending to their mental health issues. Something like counseling, something as simple as committing yourself to therapy is an issue in the community that I come from. And from a nutritional point, it's very important to understand that the mind and the gut, because I focus a lot on gut health. So there's a very strong correlation between relationship connection between the gut and the brain. In fact, the gut is sometimes referred to as the second brain, because you've got neurotransmitters that are moving back and forth from the brain and the gut at all times, sending signals. So if your gut is not correct, or if your mind is not correct, there's obviously going to be a miscommunication there, and which causes a lot of obviously discomfort.
Okay, so stay as a mental wellness coach. I've got this question for you. What's one silent habit that's destroying people's mental health right now?
Sure. Avoiding issues, I think a lot of people, they avoid, taking care of themselves. They avoid when they're not, okay, sorry, guys.
Yeah, so they avoid issues instead of speaking about what's going on. Then you'd rather avoid and not go through it, right?
Yeah. They avoid a lot of issues and don't want to talk about them. So avoiding their feelings, avoiding, how they're relating to people. So a lot of people would rather avoid, instead of actually talking about it, going to therapy, being able to identify, because sometimes when you avoid maybe that feeling that you have in your body, or avoiding being confrontational or having the conversation, it's you actually damaging yourself, because then it will come back to you. You might not realize it over time. You might find yourself being stressful, your body is stressed, you're getting headaches, but you don't understand that with that is actually because there's issues that you are not wanting to deal with. So it's very, very important that you actually take the time. Those traumas that you've gone through, those things that you've gone through, you need to take them out of your system. Don't avoid dealing with it. A lot of people avoid going to therapy, getting a coaching session, and they want to deal with it by themselves. Don't deal with it by yourself, because you have professionals for a reason. Professionals are there so that you can actually be taken care of, and you'll see yourself thriving. It's very important to detox the mind, detox the body of emotions and feelings and things that you've gone through when you were younger, or you've gone through in your relationship, you've gone through in the workspace, because we're always dealing with something in life, and it's very, very important for you to address those things. Yes, learn how the technique, that's why you have coaches. Sometimes you might find you don't have the words for how you're feeling, so when you go into a room with a professional, they're able to help identify those things that are happening to you, those patterns that are happening to you. They are then able to give you the confidence, the words. They're able to help you construct, maybe in a work environment. That's why HR podcast is in a work environment, you might not know what's happening to you, and if you talk to professionals, you go into a room, you get coaching, you get the confidence, you get the words of how to articulate yourself. If you are starting an environment, or if you have a specific burnout issue, or you need to address your manager, talking actually helps. Don't avoid the issues, rather find a professional way to help you craft how to voice out what you need to voice out.
Thanks for clarifying that. But to your point, how do we understand? It boils down to understanding yourself and what you're going through, your emotions, your surroundings, awareness. How do you know that you have mental health issues, and how do you go about it?
So you know what, to your point, yes, definitely awareness. Be aware of yourself. You don't have to always be like looking around, and because a lot of people get paranoid like that sometimes. But when you are not okay, when something traumatic or something dramatic has happened to you, and maybe you are find yourself a little bit anxious, or find yourself not wanting to be in the world, not wanting to be with people. That is a sign of something is not right. If you're a person that is always interested in being out there, going out, but now all of a sudden you're just closing yourself out every weekend, you are just you're withdrawn from the things that you like doing. You don't no longer wanting to do them. Maybe you don't also feel like eating anymore. And I know a lot of people always think, no, I'll be okay. No, it's just I just need to go through this. I'll be okay. Give me a month or two. Then you end up spiraling a lot. If you find yourself also indulging in substances, which is something that we don't talk about. I heard you say earlier on, a lot of men would rather drink. That is something that means that something is wrong with your mental health, or something is not you're not processing things. Your wellness is at stake, and therefore instead of actually surfacing those things out and being able to talk about them, you want to avoid, and you want something to numb the pain, and therefore going and having substances or alcohol and the likes makes it easier for you to then be able to face those things, and it's not always the case.
Thank you for saying that. So we are on Heroes Table Talk, and we're talking all things wellness. So if we look at now, let's jump into physical wellness. Martin, as a professional boxer, why do people start their fitness journey and all of a sudden quit?
There's a lot. Some people goes to the gym for competition. Some are not motivated. So it's my job as a trainer to make sure that everyone is comfortable and is motivated. You come to my class, for example, and I give you bad attitude. Are you gonna come back tomorrow?
No.
Or sometimes I don't teach you the basics, or I don't correct you when you're doing wrong, and I can see, or I have my special people. You get it? So I have to be professional and make sure everyone's getting the same treatment.
But it's
So
more of an individual decision than a coach's influence,
yes,
to be
so
honest.
so sometimes it's a thing that some people comes to the gym and be like, oh, I'm not fit, and this place, I don't think I'm gonna survive here. They don't trust themselves to push. They don't give themselves time to be consistent and build up the fitness. So you come to the gym and wanna compete with someone who's been there for 2 years,
Yeah.
and you look at that person and you're like, no, I can't do this.
Okay, I hear you. So, ladies, I know majority of us as ladies, um, we go to the gym and we always forever wanting to improve ourselves, our fitness and how we look, and we never, most of the time, satisfied with the way that we look. We always want to improve it, right? So, what is the biggest lie that the fitness industry is selling to us ladies today? What is that lie that they're selling to us today?
I think for me the biggest lie is that you can drink a shake, you can
Yeah.
Yeah, and slim it away.
Yes, no one talks about the nutritional
Yeah.
aspect of how it actually contributes to the weight loss, because a lot of women is about weight loss. It's 1 in 100 women that actually wants to pick up weight.
Yeah.
Those are some of the things, and then they don't also talk about how difficult it is to actually go through the physical transformation and journey.
Yeah.
And how you have to consistently show up.
Yeah.
Even when you're tired, even when you feel like my joints are sore,
true,
you had
yeah.
you had a coach yesterday and they actually punished you. And sometimes we also think it's not laziness. I think it's just you just lose heart, because it's difficult. It's
Yeah,
not
true.
easy. Nobody tells you how difficult it is to show up, even if you're showing up for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
It's hard.
He always says, Martin always says, no pain, no gain.
Yeah.
So regardless of how it feels. Yeah.
And adding to what you just said, you go to the gym and you're really committed to changing how you look, right? You want to improve your physical appearance
Yes.
and so forth. Sometimes, like she's saying, it's not laziness. It could be that you are struggling with pain. It could be, you want to do this, but your body's just not in a position where you can exercise to the level that will help you change
But I
what
think-
you look like. So that's where supplements come in. So some of the ladies that I work with, they need supplements, especially
Okay.
joint support supplements,
Okay.
in
okay.
order to to help them with their physical exercise. Physical exercise is very important, especially when it comes to weight loss. But another thing that people don't realize is that how you eat, the type of food, the quality of the food that you eat also contributes, because there are a lot of people who will say, I've been going to the gym for the longest time, but I don't see any improvement, and that's where you have to really look closely at what are you eating,
Yeah,
what is the
it
quality of
starts at
food
the
that you're
kitchen.
eating. And when we talk about food, I think it's fair to say that the quality of the soil, right, nowadays, produces food that I don't think we're getting all the nutrients we need just from the food
true.
that we eat. So that's where supplements come in. Supplements don't replace nutrition. They support healthy nutrition, right? So ideally you should be eating a natural organic food that help your body to build up the nutrients that you need, the vitamins, the amino acids, everything that you need in your body. However, because we're not getting enough of that in the food that we eat today, we are then, pressed to go to supplements to support and close the gaps where the food is not reaching there. So I think
Yeah.
a good
so powerful.
a good combination of nutritional supplements or nutrition in general and physical exercise goes a long way to helping
true.
people claim their power back.
Yeah. So to what Diegetsing is saying, Martin, as a coach, can you out-train a bad lifestyle?
It's hard. honestly,
Yeah.
but it's possible.
Okay. So I
Yeah.
consistently take alcohol. I consistently eat junk. As long as I go to the gym, I can out train that. Is that what you say? It's possible.
That's like a difficult question.
Is that possible? Because I've
Uh,
seen a lot of people at boxing club, at fight club. I go to fight club. That say, "Oh, it's Friday. It's time to go the drinks." They've been there for many years in the gym, but they're not shaping. They're not changing. And I'm there. I'm like, I've got 2 years that I've wasted while I was studying, and now I'm back and I'm serious about it. And I'm like, Martin, you help me get my results. And then slowly I've been consistent for 3 weeks now, and slowly I'm seeing the results. And I'm like, oh wow, I love how this dress fits me, because back then it never used to fit. And I know I'm still going to get back into shape. So that's why I'm asking this question. Can you really outtrain the bad lifestyle? I don't think you can.
it's no. You can't really. Yeah.
Even with supplements can never replace a good lifestyle, a good healthy
Yeah.
lifestyle. You know, they can supplements. I always say, okay, fine. Good nutrition is your foundation, right? You should be eating well or trying to at least exercising. But supplements are a support. They are basically just there to support. You know, not to replace a good lifestyle, a
I
good
also
healthy
agree.
lifestyle.
Yeah.
And also another thing is people need to consult with their doctors as well, because all of this sometimes has, you know, you have to go to your medical practitioner and say, these are my goals, my physical goals, my nutritional goals, and, you know, make sure that, you know, you have support all around. And, you know, supplements should never replace medication, for instance. There are people
True.
who are on medication who should take their medication, but do see great results with supplements as well.
Yeah.
Those
I
two
just
can
think
work
that
hand
with
in
wellness,
hand.
and I agree with you totally. I think a lot of people put it away, and that's why I think avoidance was such an important thing to talk about. Some
Yeah,
people
true.
think they can just get better on their own, you know. They can get better doing the things that they normally do, or they can get healthy and, you know, get the ripped body. I'm still going to the gym, and maybe I gym for 45 minutes, but then I still go back on the weekend, and, you know, because I go to the gym.
Yeah,
So
that's
I
true.
think the healthy lifestyle is actually where a lot of mental shift needs to actually
Yeah.
happen. You need to change your mind about what your approach and view on health is, so that you can actually be able to, you know, see your life get better.
Yeah.
But a lot of people and a lot of people don't want to go to the doctor as well.
No.
You know, I find that a lot of men actually, you know, they avoid
Me
going
as
to
well.
the doctor because people think that, no, I can
Yeah.
get better if I go to the doctor. Then you're seen as weak, and the thing is, that's why there's doctors, and they're always training up doctors. There's a new doctor every day, because we actually need to go to them. And the problem is that so many people leave things for so late,
Yeah.
and then at the end you want to have the supplements. You think you're still not going to the doctor, or now you're going to the doctor, now you need to fix other things. So wellness is a mindset that people need to actually have. And when you talk about wellness, it is actually the nutritional, the physical, the emotional, the
it's
mental.
everything.
It's all of you. It's all encompassing, because then it gives you the longevity and vitality that
And
you
a
want.
lot of people wait too
So
long.
yeah, so sorry, I'll come to that point. I like what you're saying about the mindset, because it's a mindset. For you to be able to wake up in the morning and exercise, it's what you decide. It's the where you want to see yourself. Sorry, it's about a decision that you make in terms of what goes into your body. Yeah. So Martin, I just want to ask you this question. Do you think, why is it important for people to exercise really as a form of wellness? Why would you say encourage people to exercise?
It's
What does
good
it
for
do?
health.
Yeah.
There are so many illnesses that we not aware of, and as you said, as men we hardly go see doctors and all this stuff. You know, you find that I'm not well, and I don't know, or the better way to fight it would be to exercise, or you know, and I'm not doing anything about it. I just wake up and eat, and you know, no exercise at all.
Yeah.
So the body struggles with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So exercise, it's a form of mobility that enables you to be able to for your blood to circulate well in the
Yes,
body,
yes,
and
and
and avoid
nutrition.
and improve your flow and avoid some of the things that could potentially make you sick. All right. So we are on Heroes Table Talk. We're talking all things wellness. So let's talk about taking supplements. Why do we take supplements, ma'am? Is there a need for us to take supplements?
Absolutely. Like I've already said that, a lot of times the food we eat don't give us all the nutrition that we need. And that's where supplements come in. And how will you know this? Sometimes you have to go to your doctor and they'll tell you you're deficient in this area, in
Yes.
this area, then you know that you need to supplement. Another thing coming to mental health, so I focus mostly on the gut because the gut is where it controls your whole body. Basically, 70% of our immune system is in our gut. So mental health, sometimes we treat the symptoms instead of treating where the problem really originates from, which is the gut, to find that balance in your gut, as well as other diseases like, for instance, with mental health, most of our serotonin, which is the happy hormone, is created in the gut. And if your gut is not right, you're going to not have enough circulation of serotonin for you to feel good. And that can contribute to your low mood
Depression.
and how you experience depression and so forth. And in terms of your lifestyle diseases like high blood pressure, insulin resistance, and all of these things, it's very important to find that balance in the gut, because everything is controlled in the gut. So where I focus is to help women find that balance in their gut using nutritional supplements that are aloe based, to make sure that they can find that balance.
Okay. So what is the most overhyped supplement right now? Is it
Okay.
vitamin D?
Well, you know what? There are a lot of I wouldn't be able to pick one. There are a lot of super hyped vitamins.
Which vitamins do you
There are also there's a vitamin called what is it? Ashwagandha. Right?
Yeah, for the
Yes.
brain.
For the brain. Everybody talks about it
Yes.
now.
Yeah.
It's what everybody's. But what I always say is that the hype is probably in the marketing. Every supplement is important, as long as it's solving a problem of some sort.
Yeah.
And also, it's not a quick fix. Supplements are not a quick fix. You have to be intentional about taking your supplements and take them consistently over time to see results.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank
You
you
can't
for
expect
that.
like quick.
Yeah.
Let me take a purple supplement
Yeah.
quickly. Let me take some ashwagandha.
Yeah.
No.
The happy pills.
No,
happy
no.
pills.
The happy pills.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're talking all things wellness. So in wrapping up, what's your advice to viewers and audience that are listening and watching today in terms of wellness? What do you want to say to them in closing?
I think for me, take care of your wellness, take care of your well-being, take care of yourself physically, emotionally, nutritionally, but also very importantly mentally. And I think a lot of people just need to be aware of themselves mentally. Get a coach, get someone who can sit with you and help you unpack certain things. There's an array of coaches, life coaches, transformational coaches, business coaches, because most of the time people go into those spaces with something that is actually sitting in their mind, that is troubling them, that is giving them a block. So it's very, very important for you to get support, get the right support, get professionals that can help you. I'm coaching Ms. P. I can actually help you with your mental wellness and your well-being, and help you find words and detox your subconscious and be a more confident person out there.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Miss P. Mental wellness coaching.
My last words would just be, you're stressed, you know that you're tired, you're exhausted, you've got, digestive issues, the list is endless. Don't ignore your body. Listen to what it's telling you. Your body will always whisper and whisper until it has to shout at you. And once your body is screaming, a lot of times it's usually too late. So when listen to your gut most importantly, because as we've discussed here, the gut is where, is the engine of your body. So listen to your gut and then take action. Don't delay until it is too late. Anybody who needs assistance, if you need some kind of assistance regarding supplements that can help you to manage, then you can call me. My number is 071 641 2156, and yeah, I'm here to help you.
Thank you. Yes.
My last was I can
Coach
say
Martin.
treat your body right. Don't treat it as a trash. Exercise whenever you get a chance, because you don't know what's gonna happen. There's a lot of things circulating around, diseases and all the stuff. So exercise and stay healthy.
Thank you. So if you are organization, thank you. If you are organizations looking to do your wellness day, want to take care of your employees' well-being, please do contact us. We have a team of experts and coaches that will be able to execute for you. We are at www.reabilipsp.co.za. You can also contact us on info@reabilipsp.co.za. This is Heroes Table Talk. We're talking all things wellness. We out. Thank you.
Thank you.